Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be very special and in fact very informative. It's one of the most commonly asked questions, how to be consistent at work, and I'm going to share 5 tips of how you can show up consistently at work. This is for all the artists out there. Even if you don't come from the art background, you can follow these tips. Now, just last month, I managed to complete the daily challenge that I was creating a sketch every day, but I missed out on one day. I couldn't do it, and I managed to record all of those videos and upload it for you guys. And it feels so good to see the response also that I got just the last month. There were so many of you who joined me for the challenge, and thank you. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Okay, now coming straight to the 5 tips. Now, see, before I tell you more about it, let me point out a very important thing over here, that being consistent at work. I'll take sketching for example, for all the artists out there. Being consistent at work is more about discipline, and you will not be able to find motivation or inspiration every day. It's not practically possible. Someday you might just hop onto a nice video and you feel totally motivated, but the next day you again feel that, oh my god, now what do I do? So it's more about a discipline that you have to inculcate within, and it's something that you have to instill in yourself. Okay, so the very first tip is that select some easy work. Okay, if you're somebody new who is not being able to work every day, who is not being able to show up every day, I would then advise you that don't go ahead and choose very difficult subjects. Choose simpler references. Instead of sketching a portrait every day, you may just take a simple landscape or a simple floral reference. I have done it for all of those many sketches that I prepared in the previous month. So one very easy way to do is that select easier references. You don't have to be so harsh on yourself that you have to crack a difficult reference. No, it's not required. We are not in a rush. We are not in a mad race over here. Take your time and let it come naturally to you. Okay, so select easier references. The very second tip is that choose different subjects. And you can see this, that I followed this particular tip for myself when I was creating sketches on a daily basis. Having said that, even if you scroll through my profile on Instagram, you will see that all the references are different. Even though my forte, my main area of interest is making portraits, but in that also you'll see that sometimes I try to make portraits with different added elements. I may sketch a portrait with a mask. The second portrait that I would be doing would be maybe glitter on face. I'm just giving you examples, okay? The reason why I choose different subjects is so that it does not become monotonous for me. That is the only reason. If I'm sketching a lot of florals, I may feel that this is getting slightly monotonous. So let me just take a break and let me just try my hand at another subject. I do that when I've been sketching a lot of portraits. I suddenly feel that, okay, let me sketch one devotional subject, or maybe a floral subject or a landscape, anything. Okay, just a switch of subject. If you're not liking something, it's okay, just switch the subject. It's not necessary that we have to stick to one particular form of reference. Okay, so have a nice option for yourself. Okay, keep saving a lot of references, and then you can choose what is your mood on a particular day. What do you want to create? Okay, so that is my tip number 2. Tip number 3 is select smaller works if you want to practice how to be consistent at work. Okay, take smaller works. You don't have to spend a lot of time on one particular artwork, because what happens is you may fall out of interest, or you may find it very monotonous, or you may just back out after like spending a lot of days on a particular sketch. So to for the beginning stages, always select smaller references that you can finish within the time that you have calculated for yourself. So whenever you see a complete image, a complete sketch, we automatically feel good, right? That see, I've managed to create this. Whereas if you are stuck with an immensely large work and you're not being able to do it, suddenly you feel that stress over you, that oh my god, you've been spending so much of time and still you haven't managed to complete it. Okay, so somehow that also breaks the motivation, and you may not turn up every day. You may fall out of interest from that particular reference. So in the initial stages, choose smaller references and try to sketch on a smaller scale. Don't just go massive at once. Okay, now the very next point, the fourth point that I want to say is that be very open to experiments. For instance, I create only charcoal sketches. Okay, it is not necessary that this would be similar for another person. Sometimes I also want a break from charcoal. So what do? I may just go ahead, do mandalas, or I'm very fond of coloring. So I take these adult coloring books, I start coloring them. What am I doing? I am trying to take a shift from one medium to the other. Okay, so in this process, I'm not even neglecting my work. I'm not like disappearing from my work desk. In fact, I come back with a fresher mind state. Okay, so be open to experiments. If you've been sketching a lot since maybe 10 days, try your hand at watercolor. If you suddenly feel low on your motivation and you're like, no, I don't want to sketch today, if you want to take a break, that is completely okay. I'm not saying that you shouldn't take a break, but we're talking about being consistent and being disciplined. Okay, that is the reason I'm sharing these tips. So try changing your medium, try something different, something which comes more easy to you. All right, and having said that, I come to the last point, which is very important, very crucial. If you do this, you will find yourself working or making something almost every day, which is enjoy the process. Forget about the result. Having said that, I don't mean that just go on and create something bizarre. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that most of the times we get too stressed about the final outlook. We get too judgmental about our work, which is good. We should be judgmental about our work, otherwise how are we going to find out our mistakes and all of it? But at times you need to slow down a bit, and even if you're working for 5 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, or even 1 hour on your work desk making something, please enjoy the process. Please enjoy the process, because when you're enjoying the process, you're automatically putting in a lot of effort into it. Unknowingly, it comes effortless to you. Okay, because you're enjoying the process. So a fifth point is very crucial, and I want to pass on this message to everybody who is not being able to show up consistently, especially those who want to show up every day, but still due to some or the other reason, sometimes they don't find the right environment to sketch, or sometimes they have other commitments, whatever it is. But put this as a priority and try it for maybe the next 20 days and see that have you become better at discipline. Mind you, I'm just not talking about being consistent at your work. I am also relating it directly to being disciplined at work. Okay, so yeah, do follow these tips. Let me know if it has helped you, because this surely helps me a lot. And if you wish to have more videos related to a similar topic like this, let me know in the comments, or if there's anything else that you want me to discuss, just write it down in the comments, and I'm gonna come back with another video on the same. Thank you guys for watching.